if you are 21 years and above and you think within you that you actually have a small penis, or you are 21 years and above and you have a feeling or you have seen somewhere that according to your friends and the people you see, the things you watch and what you meet in experiences, may be the women you sleep around with, you find that maybe somehow your size is not matching what you expect. Please sit here and understand today to the reasons to why it could be like this and how you can reverse it or solve it or even add on that average size that you actually have. We need to first know, before we say that you have a small penis, you need to first know at what age will my penis stop growing, because the possibility is there that you're actually complaining about something which is still incoming. Imagine complaining when they are still sending you money and you say, I have small money. They are still sending. You have to first know that this is the actually, the final, the accumulative amount that I have to get, and then you start complaining. So, as an individual or as a man, you will stop growing at the age of 21 years. So, we expect that by the age of 21 years, you have accumulated the maximum size of the penile tissue, or the penile growth will stop at around 21 years. So, before 21 years age, before 21 years, we don't expect you to be complaining about the small size. However, you could change something which is going to happen to you. Maybe you get to know that this one is going to take away my size when I talk about them here, or you get to know that when I do this I can maximize, and then it helps you to add on your size in the years to come. So before 21 years of age, we don't have any problem with you. But if you're beyond 21 years of age, we are saying you need to listen to this, you need to get a solution to that, and then you get to know why you are like that, so that you cannot maybe have your children go through the same thing or others. Now, first things first, what is the right size that we are supposed to talk about? Because I could be saying you have a small penis and someone has 9 inches and he's saying he's small. So we need to know which one is right, which one do we consider abnormal. Now, an average man, any average man will have 5 to 6 inches. When we say 5 to 6 inches, we mean when someone is erect. When you stand as a man, or when you get that erection as a man, you are supposed to be 5 to 6 inches. That is normal. That is the less average. The least expected when someone is erect. When you're not erect, we can expect 3.6 inches. What does it mean? It simply means that when someone is not erect, if you have 3.6 inches and above, we are okay with you. And if someone is erect and you have 5.6 inches and above, we are okay with you, because we usually find some people are actually abnormally big to the extent that they don't have actually get mates. You get? Someone is extremely very big that they don't get mates. They are rare, and those are abnormalities, so we consider that a problem too. So you should stop at around 9 inches to 10 inches. So we are saying that if you are in this, as I have said, you are normal. So before you start complaining, have you seen this? Are you normal? If you are normal, why are you complaining? How can you actually add on this size so that you can have that proper and more reasonable size according to what you wish? There is a way. Now, if someone has something below 2.5 inches, something below 2.5 inches, when you are erect, so someone erects and you find that their thing is like this. Very tiny. So, this size here, we consider it a micro penis. We consider that to be a micro penis, and you need interventions. Maybe we shall listen to you and we shall tell you, or we shall do some things. There are some things we can do to help you to ascertain this size. You get? Without natural remedies. For this one, we shall not consider natural remedies. For these ones, there are some natural and physical remedies we are going to consider for them to add on their size. So, as an individual or as a man who is complaining or who is unsatisfied about your size, you should know the average. Am I normal? 2, am I abnormal? And we see what we can do about that. Because if you don't know this, then there is no way you can know that you need a solution or you need interventions or not. So, what could be the cause to why you have not actually ascertained the size you wanted to get at a particular age? Why are you getting embarrassed here? And then point number 1, which is the most important one, I want to consider what we call genetics. When I talk about genetics, I mean your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, and your father, and your brothers, and your uncles, and most of them, I mean the lineage, those people you follow. You have the same nose, you have the same head, you have the same eyes, you have the same feet, and you don't want to have the same penis. So there is a possibility that you are actually under the collision of genetics. The problem is that for you, you're trying to consider it abnormal because of the porn you're watching or some other things you're watching, and they are considering you abnormal. Yet your father is the same. So some sizes are due to the influence of genetics, and this is the biggest challenge we're having in men. Most men are normal. If you have not measured yourself properly, please measure yourself and come and tell us that you are not normal. So genetics is a very, very important issue to consider. Your fathers, your grandfathers, your great-grandfathers might be having the same style. It can be small but long. Small but long. It can be very big but short. Yes, it can be very big but short. You are there. That could be genetics. We cannot have the same. The way some people are tall, it is the same way some people could be short, and the same way our penises could appear. So that one shouldn't be a problem. If you find out that in my family, this is how we are, please don't consider that a problem. And there are some people who have never seen any of their family members naked. They are there, and they can't give testimonies on that. So genetics is very, very important. Point number 2, I want to consider the fact that you could be having some hormonal problem. So when I say hormones, I'm trying to consider when you're growing, there are some hormones we expect to contribute towards the growth of your penile tissue. And I can consider testosterone today. Testosterone. This is a male hormone that actually helps most men to maximize their performance and their size. In terms, I want to consider this as a very important hormone in terms of penile growth. So when this hormone is actually low as you're growing, there is a possibility that instead of ending in 5.6, you'll end in 4. You end in 5. You end in 3. So this hormone is also contribute a lot towards your size. And what else should we add on this hormone? The important point on this hormone is that it could be checked. We get to know and we can treat it. Or we can do what we call hormonal replacement therapy. Hormonal replacement therapy. And we treat you properly. Even if you are aged, when you reach a certain age, your performance can reduce due to reduction in this hormone. So this hormone can get destabilized at any time, and we can treat it, and your performance gets back to normal. You find someone losing libido, you find someone can no longer perform, someone can no longer do what they used to do. They are very soft, they can't even produce, they have fertility issues, they are growing fat, they are always fatigued, and others. Those could be signs of low testosterone. But when it is in early ages, it can actually have an influence on your size, and when it is in later ages, it can have an influence in your performance, or even the shrinkage. You can have what we call penile shrinkage itself, like you have been having a big penis and now you have a smaller one, which is very, very, very important to consider in these matters. Point number 3, I want to appreciate the work that porn has done, and the masturbation. These things have contributed a lot. And let me generalize to social media, by the way. They have contributed a lot in making sure that you people have small penis. This is how it does so. So every time you're moving through a city, let's say, and you find everyone is putting on shoes, everyone is putting on shoes, everyone is putting on shoes, what typically comes into your mind is that everyone is supposed to be with shoes. Now, the problem comes in when you actually don't have money to buy the shoes. And you want to have the shoes. And you don't have money to buy the shoes. That is a very big challenge. You never know, maybe those people just borrowed those shoes that day. You can visit hell when they are in a party. You have not heard of a story when someone went to heaven, and when reached there, they told him to visit 2 places. He visited the hell first. He found people jubilating. He found people eating nice food, partying, and they were dressed very nicely, and they were taking beer and all that stuff. And he went to heaven, they found people singing hallelujah, hallelujah, and things were boring. He said, me, I have decided I want to go to hell. When he went back, he found the hellfire burning everywhere. Everyone was crying. He was like, no, Mohammed, I found here when it was very nice. And they told him that when you came here, we were in campaigns, actually. We were in campaigns. So the real place is this one. And the man ended up in hell. So sometimes the things you follow up might not be the ones that you're supposed to follow up. There is a small group of individuals on social media and in those porn sites who actually have very big penises, and they keep showing you, they keep bringing it to your mind that you actually have a smaller penis. So the things you watch are manipulating you, they are acclimatizing your brain to think that you are actually not normal, yet you are. So we call it pseudo reality. What you watch is what you expect. You think you can have that big penis. You think it is the normal one. You think you can have sex without releasing oil, without losing the erection. There are some people who keep having these imaginations, who keep fitting all this information in their heads, and they end up in problems. So the best way to do is to believe, one, are you normal? Yes. Is the age yet? Yes, you have reached the age of maximum growth. Now, do you have any other genetical issues or hormonal issues? Are they there? Yes, or they are not there. And then we deal with the issue. Don't follow propaganda that you're watching on social media. That is not right. There are very many people who are moving information on social media everywhere, trying to make sure that they make you look like you are small or you have a small penis, yet you actually don't. So these pseudo things that are moving shouldn't make you think that you have a small penis. Now, I want to add the point of women also, but this one goes hand in hand with what I'm from saying. There are some women who make you think that you are small down there, yet you are not. Tell me, even if I have a big penis, but the vagina is very big, when I enter like this, I get lost. What do you expect me to think? So don't think that you have a small penis because of the vagina you have met on the way. Some people think that they are supposed to fit in. No. Some women outside there are extremely big, and we know. They shouldn't make you think that you have a small penis. Never allow that. You understand? So the size that you have shouldn't be determined by anybody. It should be determined by medical evidence, just like the one I have given you. Are you above 21 years? Yes. Are you having any issue with genetics? No. Have you measured yourself and you are above average? Yes. You are normal. Please stop considering your size depending on these people that you meet on the way. Women with very big vaginas make you think that you have a small penis. That's not right. The social media people, those ones who are influencing here and there, make you think that you have a small penis. That's not right. So with all these points that I have given you and more others that are so to come, what can we do to make sure that we can add on our size? Now, we are having challenges with some things that we can do to add on our sizes. Meaning, I'm talking to someone who is actually having an average penis, or you have a penis but you feel like you want to add on something. There is a solution, and there are things that you can actually do to make sure that you add on or even maximize the one that is actually still growing. Now I'm talking to everyone generally. Point number one, it could be natural remedies which have no influence on your body. However much you have seen that there are some medicines which are moving on the streets. Some people are moving with some medicines which are actually not working. People are faking you every time that they have medicine that can make you your penis grow longer. So these are the things that can help us to have our penis grow longer. Point number one, make sure that you shave. You will not understand this. You will not understand. If you are here and this is your penis, and all this is a lot of hair, it makes it assume a small size. So before we go far, make sure that you have done this. That's point number one. Remove all those hairs and make sure that you stay clean. Point number two, lose the weight. When we say lose weight, we mean Imagine you are the one who is here and your belly is like this and your penis is like this. Seriously, can we consider you to be with a big penis there? But do you know if you lose weight and all this weight is no longer there, do you know you can assume a longer size? So make sure that you have lost the weight. Weight assumes your size, a bigger size of your penile tissue. Your penis is embedded within a fat which we don't understand. You get? So make sure that you have lost the weight. So if you have shaved, you have lost the weight. Another point, avoid porn. Stop watching pornography. Those things that are making you think that you have a small penis. And even anyone who demoralizes you, please ignore those people. So lose weight, avoid porn, shave, then start doing exercises. And exercises I'm specifying pelvic floor exercises. The exercises that strengthen your muscles within the pelvic area so that you can grow stronger down there, as the size is also assuming stronger muscles and larger muscles. So make sure that you're doing those exercises. At the same time, there are some natural foods that you can eat. Natural foods that can actually add something on your size. These natural foods are there with no risk, with nothing to cause you harm, that are there to help you. So these natural foods are there to help you. And I have put a video there. That video, click in it, go and watch those foods that are actually supposed to help you. In the hospital setting, we also have some medicine that we can inject in the penile tissue. If this is our penile tissue, we can inject in some medicine here. And this tissue grows a little bit fatter. Even here. But this medicine is temporary and it works for about 2 years, and we put for you another dose. But this one is not what I am willing to direct you, my people. I want you to go for the natural foods that I'm teaching you in our video that we have pinned up there. See you in our next video. If you liked the information, subscribe, like, and follow us for more information. I love you. I'll see you.